Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Winnie.
And my name is Matt.
And today's topic is Help Yourself by Being On Time, Part 1, which leads me to ask you, Matt, would you say you are somebody who is usually on time?
Yeah, I'd say I'm almost always on time.
Interesting, because today you were late.
I was 3 minutes late, all right? It was the elevator was slow, and I'm blaming that. Most people would say 3 minutes late is still on time.
But in Matt's standards, the world of Matt, that's late, because you are usually like really on time or even early.
It's true, I usually arrive places early, and I kind of have like a fear of being late. So I get very anxious, very nervous when I'm late for something. So I even have dreams about being late where I'm trying to get somewhere and things keep getting in my way and are making me late or almost late. And then I wake up and I still have time.
I guess last night you didn't have that nightmare though.
Well, I did. I woke up many times before my alarm went off. But like I said, I had it perfectly timed, but the elevator made me 3 minutes late.
Well, something we both have in common is we both set a lot of alarms, which is one way we can help ourselves by being on time, which is today's topic.
When you do things, are you always early, on time, or late? For most people, it's important to be on time. If you can, it's even better to be a little early. Your actions affect others. Being on time means you won't make people wait. It also means you won't have to rush or cancel a meeting.
So let's kickstart today's article, which is Help Yourself by Being On Time, Part 1.
All right. When you do things, are you always early, on time, or late?
Ooh, I feel like we all have kind of our certain events where we are early or on time, and it's okay to be late sometimes.
That's right. It is okay to be late in certain situations. You know,
a little more casual.
A little more casual. If you're going to someone's home, you don't want to arrive too early or even right on time.
Yeah.
Because they might not be ready yet.
Yeah, they're still getting things ready for you. But continuing on with the article, for most people, it's important to be on time. If you can, it's even better to be a little early. And as we kind of touched on in the intro, you and I are we're very punctual people. And punctual means we like to be on time, if not even a little bit early. So whenever we are meeting someone or supposed to meet at a place, we're usually a little bit early.
Yeah, usually, especially when I'm going somewhere for maybe the first time and I don't know exactly how long it takes to get there, I always end up getting there very early.
Yeah.
And then I have to walk around or just wait.
Well, because you don't know what's there and you don't know what the traffic conditions are if you're taking the bus or driving. Yeah, a lot of unplanned stuff.
Okay, all right, back to the article. Your actions affect others. Okay, so we have a word there which is a verb, which is affect. And affect means to cause a change or cause something to happen in other things, or in this case, in other people. So you might have heard the word affect, which is a noun, and when something affects something, it causes an effect.
Yep.
So these words are often confused, but just remember that affect with an A is the verb and effect with an E is the noun.
Right, like cause and effect. Cool. Okay, continuing on. Being on time means you won't make people wait. It also means you won't have to rush or cancel a meeting. And when we are, especially if you're meeting a friend, you don't want, okay, it's maybe a little bit okay to be like 5 minutes late. But if you're meeting like a boss, a potential boss for an interview, I don't think you would want to be late to that because that kind of shows you as a worker, maybe I don't I wouldn't hire you because you can't be on time. So we have this verb rush, and it basically means to move in a hurried or quick way. So when you're rushing, it's usually, it kind of means that you're probably already late. So you're rushing. You are quickly trying to get to where you need to be.
Well, I often rush just to be on time. So I'm rushing places to be on time.
If it wasn't for that darn elevator.
That's right, it got in my way. All right, we have another word here, which is the verb to cancel. You don't want to have to rush or cancel. So to cancel something means to decide or to announce that something previously planned or something that you had planned to do before is not going to happen. You're going to stop it from happening.
You're changing your mind, like, you know, we're not doing this
Changing
anymore.
the plan to make something not happen. So you might hear at an airport that a flight has been canceled.
Ooh, that's probably one of the worst things you could ever hear.
That's right. So that means that that flight is not going to fly somewhere. You know, they canceled the flight.
And that affects all of these travelers' plans. So one person canceling something can really mess things up for a lot of people or the whole situation, which is why being on time is so important because, yeah, it makes you look bad. That's probably like one of the major things, but it also affects other people from, you know, being able to do their job.
That's right.
So let's try and see what we could do to maybe get this habit canceled. You see what I did there? But let's take a break.
When you're on time, you show others that you respect your time as well as theirs. It also shows that you're responsible, so people can put their trust in you.
Welcome back from the break. Before the break, we talked about how being on time, or more importantly, being on late, really affects other people, not just yourself. So when other people see that you're late, it kind of makes you look not so good. But especially if you are meeting someone for something important and you're late, that's where things kind of, it's not good for everyone. Being someone who does not live in Taipei, I live in Yilan, I actually usually have to leave my house way earlier than everyone else, mostly because I drive, so I have to look for parking spots. And everyone knows Taipei is notorious. It's known for not being, you know, easy to find a parking spot. So I'm usually, like you, always really early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that can be, sometimes being early can be very annoying.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Because you're bored.
Because you're bored. You arrive somewhere and no one's there yet.
Yeah.
So you have to wait for them.
Well, so sometimes if I'm going to a person's house, that's when I usually offer them some help.
Okay.
Around the kitchen or something.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back into the article. When you're on time, you show others that you respect your time as well as theirs.
So we were kind of talking about this before the break about how we are affecting other people by, you know, either being late or early. And so depending on which, it shows your respect for someone. So to respect someone, respect being a verb, it's basically a feeling of admiration for someone. And to have admiration or to admire someone means you really look at this person and you really, you know, you value this person. You think, wow, this person is a good person and I really want to try my best to help them, or you really think they do a great job at whatever they do. So respecting someone and respecting their time, usually we would be early to show respect for someone.
Yeah, be early or at least be on time. Sometimes, you know, because I always arrive too early, and that's, you know, that's my problem. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when my friends arrive late, as many of them often do, it really makes me annoyed because I'm waiting for so long because I've already arrived early and now I'm waiting for the extra time that they're going to be late. So
well, yeah, a
annoying.
lot of people do kind of, this sounds kind of serious, but some people stop being friends with people because this isn't really just about being on time. It's kind of about respect, right? If you're not showing up on time, it kind of shows me that, oh, I don't know if you really like me. Yeah. But continuing on with the article, it also shows that you're responsible, so people can put their trust in you. So that's another thing.
Right. It shows that you are a responsible person. So what is responsible then? Well, responsible is an adjective, means that you are someone who, has a clear thinking, clear-minded person who is able to make good decisions. So when you say someone is responsible, you mean that you can let them make decisions for other people, that they know the right decisions to make, that they are, good at thinking of what's the best course of action or the best way to do things. Another way we use responsible is to say someone is responsible for something. And when we use responsible in this way, we mean it's their job or their duty to do something or to take care of something. So, for example, if I say my brother is responsible for walking the dog, it means it's his job to walk the dog.
Right. And usually when we think someone's responsible, I know that they will get the job done. I'm not going to give an important job to someone who's not responsible or irresponsible. So basically, and what you were saying is someone that you can put your trust in, right? And put one's trust in someone is really just talking about how you can count on someone and know that they are dependable. You can depend on them. You are certain they will help you or make sure that the task that you give them will be done. So for example, a teacher, if they really trust a student, they will give them maybe the harder tasks that they won't give other students, or a boss and their employee, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so basically, if you really value someone or your friend, you would respect them by, being on time or even early. And that shows that you are a responsible person.
Right. So that's just one of the ways that you can, that being on time helps yourself because it helps the way other people view you and think of you. But that's all the time we have for today. So we're going to learn some more about the ways that being on time can help you next time in our next episode.
Bye.
See you then.
When you do things, are you always early, on time, or late? For most people, it's important to be on time. If you can, it's even better to be a little early. Your actions affect others. Being on time means you won't make people wait. It also means you won't have to rush or cancel a meeting. When you're on time, you show others that you respect your time as well as theirs. It also shows that you're responsible, so people can put their trust in you.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 affect 动词影响。Roy's actions affected the entire team. Roy 的行为影响了整个团队。下一个单字 rush 动词急忙仓促行事。Jessica rushed to finish her homework before bed. Jessica 急忙在睡前完成作业。下一个单字 cancel 动词取消。They decided to cancel the trip because of the weather. 他们因为天气原因决定取消旅程。最后一个单字 responsible 形容词负责任的。Zach is responsible and always finishes his work on time. Zach 很负责任，总是准时完成他的工作。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 on time 准时，我们来看看这个例句。Susan always arrives on time for meetings. Susan 总是准时参加会议。另一种常见的说法呢是 in time 表示及时。我们来看看这个例句。 I arrived just in time to catch the train. 我正好及时赶上了火车。下一个文法 Put one's trust in 加名词，信任什么，对什么有信心。这个短语的后面可以接人或事物。Trust 是不可数名词，意思是信任、信心。我们来看看这个例句。I put my trust in the doctor to help me recover. 我相信医生能帮助我康复。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Done. Winnie, you have to redo this report. Huh? Tom has made me redo this report 5 times. What's the problem now?
Well, he said you used the wrong font.
I am so fed up with him. It's okay. I'm going to write a really, really strongly worded email. Let's work on our translating skills. Today's topic is ways to say you can't bear it anymore. So the first sentence is
我再也无法忍受你了。
I can't put up with you anymore.
Ooh, nice. You don't have to say the same. You can say something different.
I can't stand you anymore.
I can't tolerate you anymore.
Whoa, good job. Nice use of the word tolerate. Okay, what about this? 受够他了。
I have fed up with him.
I had enough of him. I had enough of him. I had enough of him.
I'm enough of him.
I've had enough of him.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so I've had enough of him. All right, what did we learn today? Today's translation topic is ways to say you can't bear it anymore. The first one is, I can't stand you anymore. In this sentence, stand means to endure or tolerate, which can be followed by the words somebody or something. As for not blank anymore, it means that you can no longer deal with something. The next one is, I'm fed up with him. Fed up means to be bored of or tired of something or someone. If you want to say that you are tired of something or somebody, you can add the preposition with. So the sentence would be fed up with somebody or something. Another way to say this phrase could be sick of somebody or something. That's all for today. KiWi later.